Welcome to another episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm Jeff.
And we just watched an episode of the Real Housewives of Potomac.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and I don't know. It started off a little bit slow, but it got where
It got there. It got a little screechy at some point.
Yeah. The sound was, I think, a little bit difficult. Like, even before you asked me about it, I was like, is it hard to hear this?
I think it's such a large space that they're in.
Right.
It wasn't great for acoustics, and I was like, I just can't hear it very well. Also, we had a fan going up here, so
yeah. I wonder though if any of the women were mic'd or if they were all just counting on booms or something, because so many of them.
Yeah, and that whole producer cam part, I'm like, I think that's because they were dancing while everyone else, the camera was downstairs
doing breakfast.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But it kind of recovered poorly from last week's To Be Continued. It was very weak.
At this point, one, you're bringing up stuff from it was like the night of old gossip. 3 years ago, you butt dialed me. 6 years ago, your man had 25 convictions. I need here and now.
Yeah.
Which they got to by the end. But yeah, for me, it'd be my big thing is back in 2021, you butt dialed me and said you were, not with Ray and Karen, of course, and also knowing Karen, she's always going to deflect. So she's not going to be like, you got me, Mia.
Right.
I was having a hot torrid affair and Ray doesn't know. Please don't tell him.
Right.
No, chick. That's not what she's going to do.
Yeah. Karen is just so tiresome, though.
I agree with that.
The fact, if you were actually friends with her in real life, you would just be so over her. You're like, oh, for God's sake. She thinks everything... She thinks she deflects everything, and she doesn't. I mean, she does deflect it, but she doesn't deflect it well.
Karen is like a walking word salad.
Yeah. And then, and she thinks every little thing is like a vindication for her, and it's like, not really. I mean, just the fact that you're doing it makes it even a little bit much more desperate sounding, because exactly what Mia said happened.
Karen got pissed. She was like, let me get a rebuttal going. Mm-hmm. She went back to her room, probably called an assistant, or as Mia said, reached out to her bloggers.
Mm-hmm.
Those bloggers there, and got some dirt on Jacqueline and brought it randomly out of nowhere, brought it to the table. Just all of a sudden, can I be messy? Blah, 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 25 convictions. And it was like, what?
And that's the thing is that, if you're going to bring something like that, and one, old information, and also what's supposed to be the damning smoking gun of you have no room to be talking, at least get it right.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily convictions. I mean, I don't know what it is, but if you're talking about an internal
charges.
Yeah. If it was supposed to be an internal investigation, through the police department he was working at, it wasn't necessarily charges or conviction. It's make sure you got it right.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of my problems with Karen is that all the things she brings are there's a kernel of truth, but she never really, I think because she knows they're not as damning as she wants them to be, she never connects the dots all the way. And it's
just throws it out there and hoping it will cause an explosion.
Right.
People will focus on the explosion and not wait a second, there's some facts behind this. Let me look this up. And it's he wasn't convicted 25 times.
Right.
So
it's the same way when she threw out Gizelle's hot box. She just really wanted to throw out there that oh, well, I heard you have some sort of issue with your lady areas.
Is that?
I think that's what the hot box was supposed to be about. But no, I thought
it was more you were just sleeping around, you a hoe.
Oh, I never thought
you got a hot box. It's all in the fire because you're just what?
I thought she was trying to say that there was something sick about it. But either way,
it didn't bounce anything. It never bounced anything.
No one focus. And I think the problem is no one focuses on the substance of what she's saying because the way she said it is just so weird. And it's just had the timing been more correct and more appropriate, maybe people would have been like, what? Why are you saying that? But instead it was what the hell are you, what?
It's all three of them are wrong. Let's just point this out.
Yeah.
Karen with her mad deflecting about random stuff. Jacqueline with obviously trying to be messy and trying to factor into the story by saying she called me drunk, and Mia then backing Jacqueline with this dumb story from 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the episode saying oh, we care about Karen. It's no, you don't. And Karen doesn't care about you. These are not real friendships because you're just tossing crap at each other in hopes that it will deflect. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're trying to have a moment. I feel Jacqueline was trying to have a moment. Mia was trying to help her friend out, and Karen's I will end all of you, but really doesn't And
Yeah.
yeah.
I think when it all comes down to it, I think that Jacqueline didn't say anything wrong in the first place. I think bringing up and even stating that, like, I think you were drunk, I think was completely fine. Is it the best move to make? Probably and obviously not, given Karen's reaction. But I think for everyone trying to go back and, like, you know, justify it is just, it's not working. Like, Jacqueline should have, Karen's overreacting. The best way Karen could have handled that was to not give it any air and just been like, whatever, you're crazy.
Like, darling, I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
Like, that ends it.
That's all.
Like, I don't know what you heard, or that you heard wrong. I was sober when I called you.
Yeah, exactly. That's all she needed to do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's so ridiculous.
It was just like an endless, basically, yeah, it was like at the dinner table, like, blah, blah, blah. And then came back around at breakfast. And then, you know, Keiarna, just trying to be a friend to Karen, is like, can you just leave Karen alone? And then Mia, like, throwing out your drug dealer boyfriend. It's like, why are you trying to, like, start beef with Keiarna?
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, you know, saying, like, that was out of pocket what you're doing with my friend. And then...
Well, that's why it was great when they started freaking out about, like, oh, why are you bringing up Jacqueline's, you know, ex's 25 charges or whatever. That's when Wendy was just like, oh, okay, so now we should leave the past.
And then, like, the roll back to 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And then, like, Ashley, like, interjecting, and I will love it, like, forever, of, like, just Wendy being like, shut up, Ashley. like, shut your ass up.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
And then the whole bit with Ashley asking about the, you know, Keiarna's scar, which I don't see a scar on her face, but she's wearing makeup. So
I'm wearing makeup. She has a skincare line. The issue was,
oh, absolutely, I know.
Whether or not, well, yes,
yeah,
but for Ashley, who just looks like, I don't understand. You do understand. Your friend at the time, Miss Sesame Street, assaulted Keiarna, and she still has issues with that, obviously. So maybe don't bring it up, even as innocent as you're trying to make it, because when she talked about her skincare line with in the flashback, it was just like, I have a skincare line, you know, and so...
She wasn't like, I have a skincare line, and man, it covers up my scar.
Exactly. Ashley, even if she wasn't trying to be messy, it just comes off messy because she exudes messiness.
Well, and she has a reputation of being Messy McMessystein.
She's put it into, like, a tagline before. Oh, really? Like, you only think messier than my two boys is me.
Oh.
So it's like, you're the boy who cried messy.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm just always going to believe, like, you're coming with an ulterior motive, and you weren't just innocently asking, oh, can I ask about your scar?
Yeah.
No, trick.
Yeah. That is kind of screwed up, too. And I mean, for her, yeah, she knows exactly what that's about. And
yeah.
I liked that Wendy was standing up for Keiarna and, you know.
And Karen. Yeah, Wendy was like, even though it's my birthday, I will still get in this mess.
Yeah.
You know, because you were, like, bringing the mood down.
Yeah, the amount of times where, you know, it was like, well, remember, it's Wendy's birthday. It's Wendy's birthday.
Oh, Stacey. Show some respect. It's her birthday.
Yeah, I mean, you were asking if Stacey knew what show she signed up for, because she just seems so innocent and all.
I still really enjoy her, but I'm like, I don't know if Stacey can handle this world, because she's just like, is just so like, is this true? I mean, she was a stripper, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, often people will say when they get on the show, I never watched the show. I don't think Stacey watched the show, because she just seems so like, is this what we do? Yeah.
She like watched a reunion or something, probably.
Yeah, or like watch a few clips on YouTube or something. And it's like, no, they go deep, girl. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. But I enjoy her, like, being so, like, befuddled and baffled.
Yeah. I mean, also, what did she think? I mean, if she's curious, I don't know. What did she think that they were talking about when it came to all the allegations? Like, why was Stacey so shocked when Mia showed her the charges? Like, shouldn't Stacey have already known that? And she was having a conversation weeks, you know, like she seemed like she knew what was going on. So to be all shocked about it seemed strange.
Maybe she thought it was like just a simple, if there's such a thing, DUI.
Mm-hmm.
And that there wasn't the whole
driving without a registration.
I mean, those dudes seem kind of like, eh?
Yeah, I mean,
the DUI part of it, of course.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, if I can go hard on Shannon, I'll go hard here. Like, if Karen was drinking and driving, no bueno.
Right. No, yeah. But I love how even as Mia's reading down the list, it's like DUI related, DUI related, DUI related, like obviously that stuff. Yeah. And I was like, driving without registration. It's like, I mean, who hasn't driven without registration? I mean, it gets behind, but I don't know how behind Karen's was. But
I think just like lead and stop with DUI and that. I mean, everything else is just like whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because she had a tree. She didn't, like, it's just like, that's the most important thing. She allegedly, according to Karen, was driving under the influence. So just like anything else is just like registration.
I think the real question we need to be asking is, did John Jansen hear it happen? Because,
did she text him? Did he read the text?
He's right.
I mean,
does she have a bloody photo, like her face, that may or may not have been actually texted?
No, because that would incriminate her. Karen took no photos. She just like...
Yeah, no, I must be getting my franchises confused. No, and then I think it's utter horseshit for Mia to be like, we think she needs to go to rehab.
Girl, you don't care about Karen going to rehab. Like, you just, come on. You're not going to be like her buddy.
Yeah.
Driving her to rehab, Mia. No.
And if you thought that, you would have said it long before episode 4.
You would have led with that.
Yeah.
Like, lead with concern, not conviction.
Yeah, Jacqueline's thing at the the Hatitude party wouldn't have been like, and then you called me drunk. It's like, Karen, I'm really concerned about you. I think you need rehab.
Surprisingly, the only one who came with like concern was Gizelle. In like first episode of like, I care about you. I like trust. And I have issues with Gizelle typically, but like I feel when she said, I'm not trying to be messy here, I actually care about Karen and I'm concerned when I saw all these charges and heard the news, and so I'm like coming as a friend, like, are you okay? What happened? And then Karen had like, was like, I can't talk about it, blah blah blah. But it wasn't, she didn't come for Karen hard until Karen did that dirty crap with the the party.
Oh, with the
conflicting parties. That's when she got offended because it was about her father, and Karen, that's when she, got shady in her confessionals.
Right.
So, but like Karen started that. So, God, why am I in the streets defending Gizelle?
That's weird. Will there be any resolution to Karen's case by the time the reunion happens?
I would think so. I feel like she went to court recently or has another court date.
I hope, because if we have to go through a whole reunion with her, like, I can't talk about it.
And he will lose his mind.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he has to be talking about something.
Yeah.
Like. And
again, it's still the part that it still kind of chaffs me a little bit that she, clearly we were watching Diplomat all weekend. Using British words. It just gets to me that she still calls it an accident. And she's, and again, she doesn't.
Or an incident.
It's like, girl, you had a choice in the matter and you did something, and I know legally probably advised not to, but still, like, it just seems so irresponsible to be shuffling off the responsibility for it.
And then to admit to like driving drunk in 2021.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
But she was smart, and I don't believe for half a minute that she stopped and called her driver to come get her at that point.
Blue eyes.
Like, oh, I'm in the middle of driving home drunk already. I'm going to stop and call my driver. It's like,
I think I'm impaired.
Yeah, right.
Driver, post haste, please come.
So
yeah,
but
I think in the fight, I was just like irked by both of them, and both Mia and Karen and Jacqueline. Jacqueline's doing like way too much. It's like, you don't even have a champagne flute. Like, calm it down.
Yeah, again, I would have been fine had Jacqueline just kind of stayed out of it or just defended herself. But she keeps trying to like step to her and like,
yes,
and like if she just said, hey, I said what I said, and then defended her own thing, but she keeps trying to like one up and just be part of it.
She said, it was very telling when she said Karen's a tough cookie to crack.
Yeah.
Which really it's not a cookie.
Right.
It's like, so you're trying to crack her, you're trying to like, are you trying to get a flute? Like, or like keep good, make some drama so that you can one day, maybe next season. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't even know why she's really back. Because I think we said this last week, like, aside from Mia, she really doesn't have any strong ties to the other women. So it's just, and I don't care about her PP man and his alleged convictions. And I just,
yeah. Well,
like that whole conversation with Mia, I was like, this is so boring about G and like blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I was very
Like,
snoozy on
I didn't need her to talk to. I didn't need Mia to like, tell us
about manic depression and bipolar.
bipolar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the interesting part of Mia was like at the end of last season and a little bit this season at the beginning with like, the paternity thing. But typically I kind of like, it's kind of dull. Like, I don't care about Ink. I don't really care about this whole thing with Gordon and your businesses that you bought. I don't know. She's just not doing it for me.
And I think the way when she does get in fights and stuff, I don't think she fights fair. In that because she just has that smug, I was a stripper. And so like that encapsulates every other horrible thing you may have done in your life.
Right.
Like, and gives you carte blanche to attack everyone else's poor decision.
It was so weird too. Like, just like, you didn't have any beef really with Keiarna, but obviously you found this out and you were sitting on it and waiting for a moment if Keiarna did come for you, which maybe she thought would happen because she's close with Karen. And then just to be like, blah, 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 drug dealer boyfriend. And it's like, why are you trying to go there? And Keiarna was like so like nonplussed by it.
Yeah.
Didn't admit to it, didn't deny it. But
Right. But she kind of was like, which boyfriend?
Yeah, which boyfriend? I'm a lovely lady. I've had many boyfriends. So
I think also as viewers, not that I think housewives need to be terribly concerned about this, but as viewers, it's a trope that was used on Jersey already. It's like, it just gets tiresome to keep hearing you were dating a drug dealer. It's like,
oh God,
who cares?
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
unless he is like dealing cocaine in the back, in the behind the bar,
right?
Whatever.
Unless he's there right now dealing drugs.
Yes.
Like, again, 10 years ago, 5 years ago.
I need like a present thing. Like, are these 25 convictions today?
Right.
Like, did he deal drugs today?
Like,
if not, then like it's dumb.
Right. And that's why I kind of liked Mia's point of, this is what you're supporting. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
That is the here and now. That is like
the here and now.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, I'm just kind of like, I don't need to hear these accusations of what happened, last year or 2 years ago, unless it just doesn't.
If I don't care about Jacqueline, I'm not going to care about her PP boyfriend or husband, whatever,
ex-husband, or
I don't know what he is.
I don't know.
And like, I just don't like. Stop trying to make Jacqueline happen.
I know. I'm gonna just sit here until I'm gonna see how many times I get you say PP boyfriend or PP man. Ooh.
It's so dumb. It's so very dumb. Aside from that, Gizelle's daughter's graduated.
Yeah, and
great. That's awesome.
I love how they set up everything with like stock footage, and then it just resorted to
producer. Yeah,
someone's phone.
Probably Cal.
Yeah, probably. So, but good, yay, her kids graduated. I looked up a cap and gown ceremony. I guess maybe that's what they call things nowadays, because you can graduate without going to a cap and gown ceremony.
Oh, that's
or
true.
You can go to the cap and gown ceremony without having graduated, because you're going to graduate later, like in the next semester.
More credits you have to do of the summer to actually fully graduate.
Right.
Got it.
So, I mean, and back in our day, there was really no...
This is graduation, yeah.
Oh, I can't remember, one of my brothers was like, maybe threatened that he wasn't going to walk. That was always the drama of like,
oh yeah, you're not going to walk. Yeah.
Oh, you failed too many classes. But it was always so dumb.
Yeah.
But like, oh no.
I gotta say though, if your tagline is "while the girl is away, Gizelle's gonna play," I'm gonna see Gizelle. I'm gonna see Gizelle playing. I'm gonna need some more of a personal storyline, because I'm okay with Gizelle right now, but now the girls are gone. So what else you got for us?
Right. And I think she knows she needs to bring something too, because technically speaking, like, this would be a good time for the producers to be like, all right, no more stories you can make up now.
Right. You come full circle. All your daughters have graduated. You dealt with some loss. You dealt with like Jamal out of your life, in your life, out of your life.
Now give us something that's actually,
substantial.
Like, what's something you actually care about?
Yeah.
And not that I'm saying she doesn't care about her kids, but like, what's important to you besides the thing you've been giving us for the last 8 years?
Yeah. You can't like always have like crazy personal drama, but you need to have like some sort of interesting personal story to bring to the table, like when we cut to you and it's like just she alone in the scene without the other women. So I'm going to need that.
I'll even be happy if she tells us what the hell GNA actually is now, and it's just a focus on that.
Yeah.
But
like, can you still get some leg warmers or not like Not like
Yeah.
those leggings.
Yeah, can I actually get something from the GNA website?
Athleisure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I'll take that. So,
And then if you didn't know, it's Wendy's birthday.
oh yeah, Wendy's birthday. It was good. I was so happy. I like that Wendy came down with minimal makeup on. Like she had something going, but she wasn't like fully beat, and like it was really.
I think there's no beat. I feel like it was like, it's my birthday. I'll get beat later on.
Yeah, I'm down here to eat these delicious chicken and waffles, and
They look
some
very
mimosas.
tasty. I was like, ooh, I like chicken waffles.
Very good. We need to learn how to make fried chicken, like really just fried.
Oh, yeah.
I've read up on.
Oh, that should be our next thing.
I've read up on it though, but like it really requires like all the recipes that I read say you have to like double fry it. Like you have to fry it, take it out, let it rest, and fry it again. I'm like, that's a lot of damn oil.
And I think it really also comes down to like the seasoning and the breadcrumbs or
Just I guess whatever the batter,
all that.
we got to figure that out. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I mean, we love waffles.
I do love
We
waffles.
love fried things.
Whenever we go, it's great to find a place that does great chicken and waffles.
Yeah, but a lot of times when we get chicken and waffles at brunch, it's usually like waffles with chicken strips on top, which I'm not complaining about. But I want to get.
That's just at the one place.
No, there's a handful of places where they do that.
That it's chicken and French toast at the one place.
Oh, yeah,
here in town.
Well, that problem was the French toast was about the size of a crumb. It was no good. But we're digressing. Great.
We are.
We'll figure out some chicken and waffles, and we'll next time we make it, we'll eat it for Wendy's birthday. We'll make it. We'll figure out what our birthday actually is in May or June, and we'll here's to Wendy.
Yeah.
Although fried chicken in June, that'd be a hot kitchen.
Yeah, it's not gonna be crazy hot though.
We'll see.
So.
Not like Gizelle's hot box. I want to like Karen. I'm just bringing that up again because like I really want her to land some of her things, and again, she just keeps bringing up these random things in hopes that it will distract, and it doesn't really. And it just I think as more and more women are on the show who are making points, it can't just be like blah, 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 blah. It's like she needs to be concise and start figuring that out. So
agreed.
I just want the best for Karen.
Same. I think Karen, is a great character. And I hope that she can just evolve and grow.
She needs to get off the fence or stop being the fence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe put down the props. Like the boxing gloves were a bit much.
Oh yeah, I don't even. Yeah.
Like
Damn.
you have the clown mask last year. Now the boxing glove. It's like keep the props to a minimum.
Yeah.
Just be you.
So I think we should probably go because there's a spider up there that I've been eyeing that really needs to be.
Oh gosh, there is.
So should we say until next time?
Until next time.